set goals. I listened to something once from Earl Nightingale, and it just really puts it in perspective. And it's an analogy I love to give out to people because it really does make sense. So if you think of a ship in a harbour and it's off sailing on a journey, and that's like you in life, you're off in life. So the ship's sailing along and it's going to end up somewhere. You know, it could end up at an amazing resort on an island, which would be fantastic. But it might end up shipwrecked up against some rocks, and it could, not that we'd want it, but end up at the bottom of the ocean. If that ship has a plan about where it wants to go, it is more likely to get there. And we throw in things like weather and, which to us is, life's obstacles, and we work our way through those. But when we have an absolute plan, when we have a goal, we're way more likely to get to where we want to be as opposed to just get to anywhere. And another analogy that I liked once that I heard was when we don't have a goal ourselves, when we don't have a destination where we would like to end up, we just end up being part of somebody else's goal. And, we all have things we want, but unless we have a strategy around how we are planning toward getting there, we won't get there. And you might think of it like, I'd quite like to do something versus making a decision and deciding to do something. And that's the difference. When you set goals, you're more likely making that decision. You're deciding that you're going to do it, and you're more likely to do it. So it doesn't matter where you are, as usual, in your property journey. Do you have a plan? Have you got a plan about where you would like to end up? And it could be the big master plan. It could be, I want to be a property developer and give up my day job. But it also could be, I just want to supplement my income and I just want a little bit more money coming in so I can have a bit of a better lifestyle. It could also be that you've been renovating or you've been investing, and it's time that you actually took that step up and came onto the other side and joined us in the developing side. You make money a little bit faster. The pinnacle of all property strategies, as we say over here at Property Mastermind. So what do I think's wrong with goal setting? Well, one of the biggest things I find is a problem with goal setting is that the internet, and we love the internet for many reasons, it gives us information at our fingertips, which is fabulous. But the downside of the internet, I think it's really watered down goal setting. I think for a lot of people, goal setting has lost its value. People don't realize how important it is to set goals. I mean, I'm going to ask you now while you're listening to this, when was the last time you did set goals properly? Not just thought I'd quite like to do that. Not just that, like really sat down, thought about it and decided what goals you'd like to achieve and then mapped out a plan toward actually getting there. Basically, we spend more time or planning our Christmas dinner or our wedding day than we do the rest of our life, which is frightening, really. So when it comes to property, have you got a plan? And if you haven't, why not?